considering he already tried to overthrow the United States government, I'm not really, I'm not going to go ahead and mince words about him being like, oh my God, well, did he mean it or not? No, we're
How
just going
did
to go ahead
he?
and take it at face value, okay?
How did he overthrow the United States government?
Listen, I
January
know you'll,
6th.
yeah,
January
I
6th,
know
right?
that you'll,
Oh
we'll get
yeah.
into, yes, let's lose this argument for you first, and then we'll come on to the next one to lose, all right?
Sure.
What's going on? What's your take?
So I'm a 19-year-old conservative. I'm,
You're a little too young for that.
no. I just voted in my first primary actually.
Nikki Haley, right?
No,
Son
Trump.
of a- Oh, that's
What?
bullshit.
What's wrong with Trump?
Everything.
I mean, everything.
I heard you guys like
Essay verdict.
I heard
Defrauding
you,
a children's charity.
I heard you
Yeah, go
guys were
ahead.
like going against Trump and like everything, but I want to be fair and hear what you got to say about Biden. I mean, even though he froze like twice in the events, like in the Juneteenth event, like
It didn't
No.
happen.
No, he
No?
didn't. You gotta
No, he
watch
didn't.
him speak, man, because he actually speaks really concisely and really fucking clear. And unlike Trump, it follows the previous thought that pops into his head. You should check out Joe Biden speak more because
Joe Biden.
I've watching both of them all the time. I don't know. You guys just literally say this.
CNN's a lie. I don't trust CNN. It's not a good news source.
What do you trust?
I trust. If I say, it, you're probably gonna laugh, but
It's gonna be. Is it gonna be the news agency that has nearly $800 million or $1 billion in lawsuits?
bingo. I love.
Okay, that's who you trust, right? The one that was
Yeah,
sued successfully
so-
for defamation.
Do you
I
know
trust
that they tried to cover themselves from a lawsuit by saying that no reasonable person would believe that they're a news organization?
It's
Are you aware of
lies.
that?
Yes,
Huh?
I heard of that. It's a bunch of
Yeah.
lies.
No, that's what
That's
what
what they
Fox
said.
News claimed. That's Fox News argument in court.
Yeah, of course. Of course they're gonna claim that because I know they don't want to get more in trouble with the law, but they know the truth. On top of that,
So they
And on
under oath, under penalty of perjury, said that their position is they believe that nobody would take them seriously as a news organization.
they never said that because I
They
I
did
trust them.
in court. That was their argument. I can pull it up for you if you like.
It's okay. I could probably understand why you think that, but CNN lies a
That's
lot.
what they
too.
said.
I think
I'm not
CNN should
talking
be
about
sued.
CNN. I'm talking about a political pundit, a political analyst making the assessment, and correctly so, that this is going to backfire on the Republicans. You guys saying that he's incoherent because he's very clearly not. And having listened to both of them speak, Donald Trump is out of his fucking mind. He's very clearly suffering from, I don't think it's early onset, but he's very clearly suffering from aggressive dementia. From
So
rapid accelerating dementia.
that's funny because I thought Biden already had that
No.
because he's shaking hands with the
In
air.
fact, no, he
Didn't happen.
didn't. Nope, didn't happen.
No,
Nope.
no.
No, Trump thinks Joan Rivers endorsed him.
And she died in 2014. No, Joe Biden did not shake hands with her. He gestured to the crowd, and you guys take these clips out of context. Again,
But the
I
crowd-
love that. Listen, I'm just trying to help you. It's funny to me is that when I give these guys like a cheat sheet, literally like the cheat codes to understanding what they need to do and not do to win the election, they argue with me about it. Despite the fact I've been right a fucking lot. I was right in 2018, 2020, 2022. I've been right about most things. I say I probably have like a 95% right rate.
2022, we won the House. 2022, we won the
No,
House.
no,
Narrowly.
that was the worst midterm election in 87 years. You guys were poised to win plus 35 seat, and you won.
can do better.
You won 14.
We can do better
You
this
also,
year.
No, you're
You
not
won't.
gonna.
You guys are on track to being the least productive Congress in history.
So
because
I don't know what record you
I
guys
know,
have to come back to and say, "Oh, we're going to do better."
okay,
next time.
whatever, man. Argue with me. I don't care. Thanks. I appreciate it. You're gonna. I'm literally giving you guys the playbook, and you dudes are like, nah. It's like if I was playing a football game. I was like, here's our next
How is
move.
this-
Here's our
I just
next
wanna-
play. We're gonna pass it right up the middle, 15 yards, and you're like, no, they're
just
not. They're
wanna-
gonna run it.
I just want to know something right now. How is this the least productive Congress when the Senate is not even passing anything the House has passed?
This is the least productive Congress. Congress has
Senate's
not
not
sent
doing
any
it.
decent. In fact, has blocked more bills that the Senate has sent to them in history.
Because they're all liberals and they're a bunch of Democrat
Republicans vote for these bills too.
So, right. So recently they had the spending package that the Republicans initially blocked. They blocked it over
Yes.
Maui funding, and they blocked it for a
Yes.
long time. They literally said, like, oh, we don't want to fund, or you're not funding Maui, but also refused to sign off on the funding. Fought that for, like, I don't know, a year, and then turned around and signed off on it.
But
They
you
signed off on
understand
the
what
funding the Democrats wanted, but they didn't sign off on the border bill that the Republicans asked for. They couldn't
There
even
was
get their
stuff
own fucking bill passed. There
was
wasn't.
stuff in it that needs to
No,
be
there wasn't.
changed.
Okay,
there was
what was
stuff
it that needed to be
like what?
changed? Like
Catch
what?
and release was still in there. There was a couple of
Catch
things
and
that still
release
need-
is a talking point. Catch and release does not have anything to do with public policy at all. It is an ambiguous talking point. It is what's called equivocation.
And I understand that the
Well,
Republican
platitudes.
did draft. I understand that a Republican drafted a bill, but at the same time, he did not go stronger. I think he could have gone stronger on this bill.
You're aware the Republicans were going to vote for it until Donald Trump told them not to because it would give.
That's not true.
It would give.
That's
I
not
can
true.
play it for
Yeah,
you right
they
now.
would.
I can play it for you for Mitt Romney right now.
That's okay. Yeah, Mitt Romney, another rhino.
No, it's not just Mitt
funny.
Romney. Donald Trump said, "Don't do
Yeah.
the deal." He's literally on True Social said, "Don't do the deal."
Yeah, he said it, but that doesn't mean they have to follow it. And first of all,
So
I
now,
think
wait, what the?
I agreed
So
with
they
it.
were going to pass it. They walked into the Congress chambers that day
wasn't a
with the
good
intention
deal.
to pass it, and Donald Trump told them no,
You gotta
and they
read what's
didn't
in
do
the
it.
bill. You got to read. What's
You
in the
haven't
bill.
though.
You
I
haven't.
have read some of it.
You said catch and release. Catch and release isn't in the bill because it's not a public policy position. It's a
catch
it's a
and
colloquial. It's a
It
platitude.
doesn't ha-
It's
it
used.
doesn't have to be
It doesn't mean
written.
anything.
It doesn't have
What
to
is
be
what is
written.
what does catch and release mean?
It means you catch them and then you just let them go.
What is that? I don't.
Oh, right. Really in depth.
Where,
you
what does that
catch
mean? I don't know what that
catch-
means.
You catch the immigrant, and because he's doing something wrong, and then you lock him up, and the next day you just let him go.
Let them go where?
Basically.
They're not locked
Just
up.
go around the country and just let him live his life without any green card documentation or anything. Basically,
What are you talking about? They don't have a release program unless they qualify for asylum. Hold on, you mean they're following the law of allowing
following the
asylum
law.
seekers? Yes.
That's why Joe Biden ended remain in Mexico policy, and the Supreme Court withheld it and put it back up into law. Right?
No. The Fifth Circuit put it back into place.
It
Which is
was
largely conservative.
which is
Yes,
largely
Trump
conservative.
appointees. Trump
And
appointees.
and bless them. Bless them
Again,
for
you
doing
have
it.
not told me what's in the bill, man, because the Republicans went there with the intention of signing off
few
on
months
this,
ago.
and then they didn't.
I remember reading it. I did not agree with a lot of things in it. I remember
just
reading
said
it.
you
What
didn't.
was you? What? You
Wasn't as
read the
much
bill.
ago.
You said you didn't read all of it.
I didn't read all of it, but I remember some parts. Not all.
Okay,
Of it.
how many more border agents did it add?
What was that?
How many more border agents did it add?
Like a bunch.
Okay,
Welcome to
you
the
read it, all right.
Clown Show.
But there was a
Yeah,
lot
like
of things. There
few-
was not a lot.
It's a
There was,
1,000.
like, a lot of
Hey,
things.
Mish, appreciate the 5 gifted. You are
could've-
ignoring
it
what I'm
could've
saying,
been-
man. Hey, can we get some dubs and drumsticks in the chat for Mish? Mish, appreciate it.
it
Thank you for
could-
the 5 gifted. They went into the chamber with intention to sign it and then did not sign it because Trump told them no. It was
Any
co-written by
specific-
Republicans.
Any specific Republican senators
For what?
that you said that we're going to vote for it? Because I know
Langford.
Yes, they
Romney,
all were.
they did vote for it.
Romney
70 some to
is-
20.
I don't like Romney. Romney's he's a
I
traitor.
know you guys hate principle.
So what? He told the truth. Donald Trump even
Romney-
tweeted. Donald Trump even sent it out on True Social. Donald
Romney's
Trump
a-
killed the bill, and you're trying to deny it, which is just lunacy.
How-
There's audio recordings. Mitch McConnell talked about it. Mitt Romney talked about it. Donald Trump posted it on True Social. How much more do you
Ronald,
need?
Mitch McConnell even urged them not to vote for it afterwards.
No, he didn't.
After Donald Trump told them to not do it.
Oh my God.
And he voted for
I
it, by
don't
the
know
way.
what you're not getting about
That's
this,
why I'm
and I don't think
glad-
McConnell did.
That's why I'm glad Speaker Johnson didn't even bring it to the House. It was worthless, the bill. I understand that you're going to say I didn't read it, blah, blah, blah.
I know
remember
you think that it's worthless, but you haven't been able to say what the Republicans' contention with this bill was because there wasn't one.
Oh, yeah.
What was the contention with the bill? And if this is true, man, and this is the most bullshit gaslighty thing on the planet, if this is true, why haven't they reintroduced the bill the way they wanted to do it?
Because they don't have the votes in the Senate.
Why not just reintroduce it with whatever's bothering them about it? Why haven't they
Because
told us why have they not
Democrats-
told us? Hold on. Why have they not told us what bothered them about it?
Didn't they do that? Didn't they have a
No.
whole press conference and everything, and they told them why they weren't voting for it and why it happened? And blah,
They
blah,
had
blah.
no idea. It was all things that were all previously agreed to. Hey guys, if you are enjoying the show, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And if you want to support the channel, you guys can become a YouTube member on this channel, or preferably join the Patreon in the link tree in the bio. Also in the link tree is my TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, and the OK Hi YouTube, which I post news to on a regular basis. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Like, I remember specifically. Okay, fine. I need to do more research on this bill. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I remember reading it though. I just remember certain parts of the bill, maybe not the whole thing at the time. I'll reread it.
I'm going to be real with you, man. Even if you do read the bill, your understanding of immigration law is so poor, I don't think it would help you.
Do you believe? Let me ask you a question. Do you believe Joe Biden is the most competent president ever?
Bro, what the?
Do you believe Joe
What
Biden?
question is that?
I
The
don't
most
that's a really
competent president.
general- What is most
Do you-
competent?
How are we
mean?
measuring that?
Do you not
Yeah, I
believe Joe
don't-
Biden? Do you believe Joe Biden is incompetent?
I think
Or
he's gotten a lot done,
like
especially with the accusation that he's somehow infirm. I think what he's been able to accomplish in the last 4 years has been pretty significant.
like an EV mandate, right? Like we need that, right? An EV mandate, right?
An EV
What?
mandate? We don't have an
Yeah.
EV mandate.
Remember, he signed it back. Remember that EV
Signed
He
mandate
signed it back. We don't have.
by the year 2030 something that they would get rid of all
That's-
gas powered cars.
That's an
That's
initiative.
Yeah, so there's federal government vehicles that they are trying to go EV.
They didn't say that. They said,
There are credit requirements for electric vehicles and carbon emission taxes in certain areas
but why would
that
we need
limit
that?
what they can do.
But why would we need that though? Why is he
So
important
is
that?
he incompetent, or did he pass this disastrous thing that you think? I'm so confused.
Okay, let me tell you. Let me slow down. He's incompetent because sometimes he slurs a lot of words.
So does
So-
Trump.
Trump barely.
You want me to play you something?
Oh, I know what you
I
gotta
got
play.
it. I
It's
got
from
it.
a
I
few
got
days
it. I
ago.
got
No,
it.
hang on.
Here, you play that one. I'll look it up really quick.
I know what you. Go ahead, play it, please.
Joe Biden's forming granting mass thinking.
He's
He's going to
forming
form a
granting
grant.
mass. Here's another one.
Gosh, it's not a speech impediment.
I know
Second.
words. I have the best words.
Joe Biden, this guy.
In 1870,
Sorry, I'll put mine.
President Ulysses S. Grant, that beautiful Orion space capsule, the combat infantryman badge our nation as a sovereign country. A lot of work has been done, a lot of renovation. If you look at some of it, defensive missions and missiles, your devotion, prowess, then you will gain momentum. Heroin alone, if you look at the heroin epidemic, the federal government is conducting an aggressive investigation and to delegitimize.
You keep going.
Okay, so he made a couple mistakes.
You're using that.
It meant something by
Hannibal Lecter.
really an ominous. You're going to see some statistics.
There's like a half a dozen videos of compilations of him not being able to speak. Donald
Okay.
Trump cannot speak. He does not make coherent sense.
More than Joe Biden does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as
More
someone
than
that's listened to both, yes. And as someone that's listened to both of them a
does
lot.
Trump, does Trump fall down the stairs? Does he fall off the stage? Does he like?
So are we talking incoherent, or are we talking people just doing human things? Do you trip?
Not
Do you
all the
fall
time,
down?
like, not all
But
the
do you
time.
trip? Do you fall? So Joe Biden's fallen down like what, twice in 4 years?
And this is something.
He literally can't find where the stage to go. He can't
So
literally
do
find.
you fall down?
Okay, I have a
Do you
compilation
fall-
for that too.
Are you serious? Like,
Yeah, I have a
Oh, yeah,
compilation
no,
of Donald
we can
Trump
do it.
getting lost.
let me guess. You're gonna bring up that picture where he's holding somebody.
It's not a picture. No. Do you want me to play it?
Yeah, let's play it.
Cool. Let's do it.
It's
Here it is,
common
right here.
sense. This
1
is
second. Hey, 1 second. Stop.
All right.
Just gonna use your standard here. Full size this. Flip camera. There we go. This is Donald Trump getting lost. Okay.
I see.
He's supposed to sign something here. And he walked out.
He doesn't look
See that?
lost.
He has to be called back by Pence. Okay, and here's another one. This is him with Netanyahu
Okay.
walking off. Here's him getting lost on his way to his limo.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to show you guys over here. Oh, it's over that. It's over that. Look. Oh,
But at least
again.
Oh, and here's the signing where he walked out before signing a bill.
okay, so sometimes you can forget.
It's them. G20 walking off again. Has to be called back.
Look at the defending of Donald Trump. Like he's really trying here.
Sometimes
So-
you can forget. Sometimes sometimes you can get a little lost. But Joe Biden's always lost.
What is
Joe
the
Biden-
difference?
Joe Biden
What's
is
the
not
difference?
okay.
Joe Biden needs to hold
Yeah.
somebody's hand to go to his helicopter.
Let me ask
What's
you a
the
question.
difference between him being lost and him having dementia?
Okay, who's really the strong-minded here? Joe Biden or
Joe
Trump?
Biden, yes.
Joe
Hey,
Biden.
if you guys
The
are
guy
on
that
YouTube, can you
doesn't
hit that like
want to
button? I would
nuke a
appreciate it.
This is crazy. Like I
The guy
don't.
that doesn't want to nuke a hurricane, the guy that doesn't say that Joan Rivers and Hannibal Lecter endorsed him, the guy that doesn't go on
Hannibal Lecter is
long ass
unreal.
meandering stories about magnets or electrocution versus being bitten
All
by
I
a
know
shark.
about magnets. All I know about magnets. For every one instance you can give of Joe Biden messing up, we can give you 5 or 10 of Trump.
Okay, so like,
From this year,
so
Yeah.
right when he said America can be called in one simple word.
he said opportunity. If you play the full clip, the word was opportunity.
I did not hear opportunity at all. I would have heard.
Because you didn't watch the clip.
I literally
gotta start
watched the
He
whole-
stuttered and
bookmarking
then
all this
went
shit.
into a story about the Himalayas, and he said the word to she was opportunity.
That's not what he said. I know.
Do you want me to play that too and disprove you?
Sure,
Yeah.
please.
Great, let's find it.
I should put Instagram up over on this
It's
computer so that I
crazy.
can
It's,
play
it's
this
crazy
random-
how you think Joe Biden needs another term to make this country even worse than where it is already.
You don't know anything about politics, kid.
Yes, I
Okay?
do.
I've been studying this since you
Yeah.
were in fucking. Listen for a second. I've been studying politics since you were in diapers. You don't know anything, and I'll prove it. Can you tell me 3 good things that Trump did while he was in office? 3 things, policies that he passed.
The First Step Act.
Now he wants. Hold on. Now he wants to unalive those people.
He does not want to unalive those
Really? You
people.
want to bet? You want to bet?
You're gonna take any little word that Trump says and then you're
No,
gonna
I'll
cut
play it for you right now. I'm not going to cut it. It's about a 2
Like-
minute. It's about a 2 minute segment. 1 second.
like the bloodbath video. Remember? He
1
was
second.
talking. Right, exactly.
Well, considering he already tried to overthrow the United States government, I'm not really. I'm not going to go ahead and mince words about him being like, "Oh my God, well, did he mean it or not?" No,
How
we're just going to
did
go ahead
he-
and take it at face value, okay?
How did he overthrow the United States government?
Listen, I
January
know
6th.
you'll. Yeah, I
January 6th,
know
right?
that you'll.
Oh,
We'll get
yeah.
into. You'll. Yes. Let's lose this argument for you first, and then we'll come on to the next one to lose. All right?
Sure.
Let me ask you about 2 aspects of it. There's the legal aspect.
When I focused on nonviolent crime. As an example, a woman who you know very well was in jail. She had 24 more years to serve. She served for 22 years. She had Alice Johnson. Alice. She was in the Super Bowl. High quality. Oh, yeah. I said, how many years? And she was on a telephone call, and they were involved in selling marijuana, mostly marijuana. And she got like 50 years in jail.
But she'd be killed under your plan.
Huh?
As a drug dealer.
No. Under that, it would depend on the severity. It would depend on the
this
severity.
ad. She's
heard that?
technically a former drug dealer. She had multi-million-dollar cocaine ring.
Any drug dealer, look,
So even Alice Johnson in that ad.
she can't do it, okay? By the way, if that was there, no, she wouldn't be killed. It would start as of now, so you wouldn't go to the
No, I
past.
know, but your policy.
No. Starting now, yeah.
Starting now. Like
Starting now, blah blah blah, because she was a drug dealer or whatever. Okay. Like,
Anyways, I got that 1 word clip.
I didn't interpret it, he didn't interpret it. He
That's
looked at
not-
me in all seriousness, he said, can you define America for me? And I said what many of you heard me say for a long time. I said, yes, I can. In 1 word, possibilities.
no,
Did you catch that?
No. That's not the. That's
That's the same clip.
No,
That's the full
not-
clip.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, watch him
heard-
cope. Cope, you little whiner. It's the
Why don't
clip.
you go-
Possibility.
Go find
Crazy how
it.
you
All right, why don't you go find the clip then? The full clip. Why don't you find about 2 minutes of it?
So that clip I saw where he was smearing his word, that was all made up.
Yes.
You guys
Yes, it
have
was.
this really bizarro propensity to like like when was I'll prove it to you. When was the last time you watched a Joe Biden speech all the way through?
Was the State of the Union where he was yelling at
And
everybody, demonizing
what
Republicans.
part did he mess up? Okay, so he wasn't incoherent in that one, right?
He wasn't because they shot him up with something apparently.
Of course. They did.
see
Can
the
you
copium.
prove
Look at
that?
the fucking copium. Was it copium? Was that what they got him with, or is that what you take it
It
right
was
now?
something. It was something
Look at the
because he was
cope.
yelling. He was
Look at the
yelling.
bizarro cope. So hold on. Is he hopped up on drugs all the time, or just during the State of the Union?
He could be hopped on drugs at an important event like the State of the Union.
Okay, so
he
I
could-
watched him in the Everytown speech about 4 or 5 days ago, where he spoke for
Right.
25 minutes and didn't mess up once.
the time he read the teleprompter and he said pause.
Yes, so yes, and quickly, says President Trump. Right?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. Listen, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I don't think you're the one to be challenging other people's coherence.
What are you talking
You know?
about? Because I
You
seen
know,
this.
it's a bit like a serial killer being judgy about.
What? No, hold on. So you're telling me, Tommy, right? Joe Biden is just perfect. I'm not perfect, maybe not. He's just this normal man, and the Republicans are demonizing him, and they're just
Yeah,
making
you
hard-
guys don't watch him. I
Yes.
watch him all the time, and I watch Donald Trump speak, and he is incoherent as all. Donald Trump makes no sense. He has very clear dementia. He thinks that John Deere makes elevators. He thinks that Hannibal Lecter endorsed him. He thinks he's running against Barack Obama, and Barack Obama is going to get us into World War II. Yes, he's losing his ever-living mind, and
Right,
you guys
when
are
he
not
said that
paying
he met
attention.
the dead French president, right? When he met the dead
Yeah,
French president.
Mitterrand versus
and
Macron.
Those names are pretty close.
Mitterrand and Macron.
You see,
They didn't tell you that in the news. Did they? Hold on. Did anybody? Did you know that name before now? No, you didn't, because not a single one of the articles that I read put the names in it from your guys' side. You know why? Because it would have been obvious. Mitterrand versus Macron. Oh, it's not Biden, it's Badon.
Oh, like he said that his uncle was eaten by cannibals, right? Right.
He speculated.
Sure he did.
No, that's not what he said. He said the body was never recovered, and he speculated that it was because of cannibals. You guys just make shit up. It's crazy to me how you take these few second clips and you context clip it, and then you go, oh my God, he's incoherent. And no matter how much I try and tell these guys, right? No matter how much I try and tell these guys, like, hey,
Is that the same way you do
you're
with Trump,
running
though?
into a problem here. You're conditioning people to think that he's lost it.
Isn't that the same thing you do with Trump, though? Like,
No. Everything with Donald Trump is fully in context. We play the full thing for you and ask you to evaluate it. And every time we've done that here, you've had nothing to respond to with. What the f does it mean that magnets go poof in water? What does it mean when he says that there were airports in 1776 or that he ran against Obama? Can you make sense of that?